Hi, and welcome to this live reading from It Just Comes Natural, Powder River Pack Book 3 by Brooke May, and this is presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Chapter 1, Macy. Country music can ease my soul, but in this moment it does nothing but add to my misery. One minute you're coasting along in life knowing that eventually you'll have to live up to your family obligation, and the next, our sister does something so startling that you're promising had come up before you're ready. Whoever said life is fair was an asshole. Why do you have to get married? Rolling my head from one side of the passenger seat headrest to the other, I regard my best friend and savor closely as she drives. She came and took me away from the hell my mother had waiting for me this weekend of finding the right dress. More like she would be finding the one while I put up with whatever she wants me in. The type of hell I'm referring to is a glitz-out bridal shower and trying on wedding dresses Mother managed to get the local bridal boutique to bring to the house for a wedding that is still 2 months away. I can't thank Cora enough for crashing it since she wasn't even invited, and she's supposed to be the maid of honor. She told my parents this was the only weekend for the next couple of months we could get into a certain spa, and it was enough to free me from their clutches. She got me away from not only my overbearing parents, but my crazy as hell sister as well. Are you going to just stare, or are you going to answer me? I wish I could tell her everything, but that's just a fact of my life. I won't be able to tell my best friend the family secret ever, and though part of me is sad I can't spill the guts when I need to so badly, the rest of me is okay with her not knowing anything about it. I'm allowed to be be myself and not who my parents expect me to be when we're together. I have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Do you really want to marry Adam? Her nose scrunches up. She's never been a fan of the man I've been promised to for most of my life. Well, no. Well, then why have your parents forced you into this? She interrupts. It's complicated. I cringe at the poor excuse, but I have no other way of explaining it to her where it doesn't give anything away. And as much as I can't stand my parents and most definitely my sister, I'll not mess up by letting our secret out. You know that's lame, right? I don't know how to answer her, which is okay because she continues to talk. That's why I thought we could have a girls' weekend. We're going to party and let loose. You're going to have fun, and Sunday before we leave, we'll get our nails and hair done so it looks like we've been at a spa all weekend. She doesn't need to say any more. What's left unspoken is her hope to get me to back out of something I cannot. She's got it all figured out. I couldn't ask for a better friend. This is just what I need, a weekend away from the obsessive watch of my father and all his minions alongside the overbearing command of my mother. I need to drink, have some fun, and not worry about what's waiting for me back in Fetterman. This weekend, it'll remain in the rearview mirror until we're forced to go back. I could cry. Not because I'm sad, but for once in my life, I'm so damn happy. Thank you. It'll be nice to let loose with the safety of my friend close by. I'll never object to what she has planned for us now or ever. She isn't my sister, who thinks getting wasted with whatever she can put into her body and being reckless is the best thing ever, but willing to have fun where the both of us are safe. You're welcome. I packed up some clothes for you to wear when we go out tonight. No offense, but the crap your mom makes you wear is lame. You have killer curves and need to show them off way more than what your parents allow. She couldn't have hit the nail any more perfectly. I'm curvy where both my mom and sister are rail thin. I've been forced to diet to the point of passing out at important dinners and been scolded for it and still haven't been able to fit the mold my mother believes is the only way to true beauty. Maybe we could work in some shopping as well? It would be nice to buy something without Mother looking over my shoulder. Abso-fucking-lutely! Her cheer causes the car to swerve. Hey, watch it! I reach for the handle over my head to brace for her to straighten the car back out. I didn't realize you would be this excited. Do you know me at all? She scoffs. Every time we try to get any shopping in, your mom rains all over our parade. I'm so ready for this weekend. She expresses that by speeding up a little. She has a nasty habit of acquiring speeding tickets. Besides, you never know, you might meet a cute guy tonight. She sing-songs. See, I was right about her other reasonings. A blush floods my face. No way I'm engaged, or did you forget? You haven't been wearing this ring and you don't want to be married. So what if you meet a guy this weekend? Take life by the horns and regain your control of it. Your parents be damned. In the form of a possible one-night stand? Just go where your feelings take you, she shrugs. I wish I could be as carefree as her. Cora doesn't have the obligations I do. She's lucky that way. It's funny how that works. From the outside, it looks like I'm the lucky one. I come from a well-off family who can afford a lot of things, but love is something that is missing in my childhood home. Cora has the love of two amazing parents who support her to go after whatever she wants in the world, even going so far to pay for her nursing school. A buzzing in the back of my mind tells me she's trying to help me find freedom and get out of a marriage I don't want. And she's right. I've allowed my parents to dictate my life for far too long. I'm 21 years old, and it's time for me to take it back. I'm not my sister. You're right. Such sweet words, she sing-songs again. Oh, stop it. I bat at her, mindful not to make her swerve again, especially as we pass a semi. You're right. I need to let loose, have some fun, and when we get home, I'm going to finally put my foot down with my parents and tell them I'm not going to marry Adam, but go to college instead. That's my girl, she tears. Here's to fun. To fun and freedom. Chapter 2. Brandon. The music is too much. All around me, bodies are throwing themselves at one another and at me. I've always been one to have a good time, but something about tonight isn't sitting right in my gut. It could be my pending deployment bright and early tomorrow morning, yet there's something else, and I haven't been able to sense it yet. I'm a werewolf, a member of the Powder River Pack, but I'm currently the property of the United States military for the next 5 years. And tomorrow I leave for my first combat tour. Unlike human factions of the military, my leave time will be short due to the fact the majority of my missions will be based on the full moon, when me and others in my unit will become the true horrors so many stories portray us to be and take out our targets. That's the reason for the partying now. While all humans are already in bed, ready and sober for their own departure tomorrow, werewolves are entirely different. We don't get drunk and can handle small amounts of sleep. That's why some of my unit mates thought it would be great to have one last hurrah. I already had a bonfire with my pack last weekend as my send-off. And tonight, me being the type who can't see reason or responsibility, decided to tag along. If we knew it was going to be this noisy of a place, I would have insisted we stayed behind. I think it best we get out of here. Turning my back to the dance floor, I search with my added height and eyesight to locate the closest exit. I need to get the hell out of there. Usually I'm up for a party, but I'm just not feeling it tonight. 0600 is going to be here sooner than any of us want. The hairs on the back of my neck slowly lift, bringing in awareness my wolf side senses long before my human half manages to catch up. Something drifts through the air, sweetly finding its way to my flaring nostrils. It stops me from getting any closer to the nearest exit. Mine. No way. No fucking way is this happening tonight. I can't feel my eyes change from their usual hazel to the rich golden amber of my wolf as I take in the room once more, allowing my nose and this pull I feel of what's now mine to guide me. My luck, my goddamn luck, would have me finding my mate mere hours before I have to leave the country for whatever time period I'll be gone for. Like Moses in the Red Sea, people part and make way for me to pass through. Being 6'3" and built like a brick shithouse has earned me the berth I'm given by all the people packed into this building. I feel her drawing closer, the distance between us being eaten away with each long step I take with my nose guiding the way. Red lights are flashing in the far left corner of the dance floor I wanted to leave so badly. That's right where my nose is leading me. A sinful call that shines down on a woman who is dancing with wild abandon, drink in her hand over her head and long dark hair blowing around her face as she loses herself in the music. Even with the scent of liquor and sweaty bodies trying to invade my senses along with the distance still between us, I can still pick up on the fact she smells strongly of whatever drink she has. Get her out of here. Another step closer and her body turns, giving me an excellent view of her body. She's a great deal shorter than me, with curves in all the right places to make a man drool. But she's ours. I'm suddenly concerned about all the wandering eyes who might be seeing the same thing as me. I do my best to contain a growl as I close the distance between us. I'm not much of a dancer, but for her I'll be whatever she wants. My massive body comes flush to her with much smaller and perfectly sculpted one. By all means, we shouldn't fit together at all, yet we do. Her body fills the voids of mine as I begin to move with her. She's had too much to drink. Get it away from her. She's not going to leave with me. The hell she won't. She's our mate. Choosing to ignore him, I mold my hands to her flared waist. Thrill shoots through me when a sharp inhale greets my ears. You know it's dangerous for a woman as gorgeous as you to be here alone. Her cheek is so smooth. Her lavender scent surrounds me even more now that I've dipped down to whisper into her ear. Probably a good thing an honorable soldier has come to your rescue. The dancing stops, her arms drop to her sides, and I almost panic about the drink when I look down to realize it's empty. She doesn't move out of my hold, though. I feel a shiver ripple up her back, giving me hope. But is the shiver from fear or delight? God, please let it be delight. My hands stay on her waist loosely as she turns and looks up at me. Dark eyes widen as she takes me in. Hi, I'm Brandon.